I came up with the term grace dispensers. I believe I found this phrase actually when I was writing the book from Hebrews 12. It says very clearly, see to it that no one misses the grace of God. And yet the surveys I had been looking at showed that a lot of people are missing the grace of God. In fact, they see almost the opposite, that Christians are not grace givers, they're guilt givers or judgment givers. So who does communicate the message that I believe, but in a grace-filled way? And I came up with three categories of people. One is pilgrims. A pilgrim is a person who's not standing on a platform lecturing you about something I know that you don't know. That doesn't work so much anymore. A pilgrim is someone who's authentic, who's personal, who's vulnerable, who says, I'm just like you. I've got the same temptations, I've got the same weaknesses, the same failures. Let's go together. The difference is I have found some answers. I've found the way. And the recovery movement is a good example of kind of a pilgrim-based way of communicating. You go to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and they say, I'm just one drunk talking to another, but I found an answer that works. Would you like to hear about that? And they're on the same level. So a pilgrim in communicating faith is a person who doesn't say, I've got a secret, you don't, but I've got the same problems, you do, but I found something that works for me. Would you like to know about it? An artist is a person who learns to communicate faith not in that abrupt, kind of threatening way. If someone shows up my door, knocks on the door and says, I want to talk to you about God, immediately my defenses go up. Uh-oh, one of those cults, whatever. And I'm not open to it. But art goes around that because I write books. If I'm not engaging you with my book, you just shut the book. It's not threatening. And it's up to me to keep you reading, to keep you turning the pages. So artists can be very effective in communicating the message, and there are all sorts of different ways to do that in art. And the church has a long history of being the mother of art, not so much more recently, however. And then the last category is what I call activists, and those are people who live out their faith before they even talk about it. There's a theologian who was at Fuller Seminary, now at Yale Divinity School, named Miroslav Volf, who grew up in Croatia. And he said, in the old days, it was a head-to-head kind of communication. Here's what I believe. That's why you should believe this. Now it works like this, hand to heart to head. So that I reach out with my hands to do an act of mercy. I want to build a house for you. I want to cook a meal for you. I want to visit you in prison. I want to wash your car free of charge. Why are you doing that? It touches my heart. Why would you care about me? And then you want to know the head. So the hands reach out first. It touches the heart. And then people are open to the head message.